I'm gonna jump right into the intro and then get into why I'm looking like this, and then we'll get into all the stuff that we have to do. Hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will try to tell you who and how you should be. Just be who you are. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You may hear you have to use this brand, this tool, this technique. And I'm here to tell you use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it because you set the standard for yourself. The bottom line here is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that's what the Crazy Troll Nation is. That's our motto. That's what we stand for. And I hope that it resonates with you. For those watching a replay, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Those who are here right now, and hi, Stephanie. I appreciate you for being here. We're going to put on City Beauty. What is it called? Plumping Oil. This is their daytime one. This is Sangria, but as you see, it's not really a color. I am 10 minutes out the shower, and when I first get out the shower, I sweat a lot. So I brought my skincare with me. So as I stop sweating, I will be putting on skincare. This is day 12 of me dealing with cycle, migraines, nauseousness, vertical issues, equilibrium changes. And I'm like, but I did feel hungry today. So I'm like, okay, that's a sign that I am getting better. We're going to use this one. I normally use the orange ones, which are universal. This is extra strength, free gift with purchase, and they won't allow you to choose two of any one thing. And so these, the universal ones sometimes do burn my skin. This is the active one, it's number one. Number two is the neutralizer. So I will just go into that like super quick. But because it was maybe 2 days like since I washed my face, hey Sarah, or showered, I feel like this might be what I need right now. It's just extra strength. The days have been a blur, like seriously, and I haven't even been able. I think there was like a day and a half where I didn't even eat because I couldn't function. And so at one point I thought, let me just, next time I get up to relieve my bladder, hey, Aunt Alexandra, I thought, while I'm not relieving my bladder, let me just take some liquids and put them next to my bed. And so that's what I did. And so I took tea that I call my juice and mug root beer because it is caffeine free, but just for the sugar and water, of course. And so that got me over for, a couple of days. This is not burning. Like, my skin is jacked up, y'all. Look at my forehead. Y'all see all them bumps up there? Yeah, my skin is not happy. But, so it did feel good today to take care of myself. This is the neutralizing one. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to show you a few things I purchased from Teeu because y'all know I'm really just trying to stay away from Amazon because of that last time when somebody stole my package. And prior to that, it was a crapshoot on if they even delivered to my door or not. So it was like a search and find to figure out where my package was. So I purchased a few things from Teeu. And so we will look at that. I received a package from Sunday Riley, and I believe it was a cleanser. So this big box, I'm just like, okay, what exactly is this? And so this is what I did post it on my community tab. So this is what it is. I have not opened it yet. So I don't know, but it says Wash and Tell Challenge. So we are going to open this today also, but this is huge. I'm like, if this is all just for a cleanser, and it looks like makeup removal because on one side her makeup is smeared. And I get with some some influencers were saying before who receive a lot of PR. They're like, they send like these massive boxes and packaging, and they complained it was wasteful. And I'm looking at this like, if there's only one thing in there, I'm gonna be like, why? So these are the palettes though that we used last month, and so we are going to go through those as well. And we're going to go through our beauty budget. Hey Stephanie, did I speak to you earlier? If I didn't, I apologize. But we're going to go through our beauty budget, and I realized we didn't do an update for April, so we're going to do April and May, and those are all the things we're going to do today. So beauty budget, monthly roundup, PR, Teeu haul. So Teeu, I purchased, I always keep 2 of things that I use on a regular basis. And so I had 2 cuticle cutters, one of them broke. So I'm like, oh, because I would keep one here on my pony wall, and I would keep one in my bag. Hey, Tanya. And so one of them broke, and I couldn't find the exact one. It didn't have a name on it or anything. Oh, excuse me.
Pick up your phone!
No, I'm not going to pick up the phone. And so this came the other day. I did purchase 2, and the other one's different than this one because reviews were mixed. And I'm like, well, if one is busted, at least one will work. And I did have someone go get my mail because I couldn't even go get my mail, and this was in there. And so it works. It works really well. Now how long it'll last, I don't know, but I like that it comes with this sleeve on there. So that's from Teeu. I need to put this black liner away before I put something on it. I have a video scheduled for tomorrow, and that's all I got because I haven't done any looks since that mermaid look, and that's the one that'll air tomorrow. I did post it on my Instagram. I also purchased some more of the air fryer liners, and they are smaller than the ones from Amazon, and they say the same thing. They both say for 5 to 8 quart. This one is more like 3 to 5 quart, but it's okay because it'll still fit. I didn't think to bring those here. I purchased some more toothbrushes because I was running low, and I like basic toothbrushes. I don't like the ones that have like all the plastic in it and the circle things and all of that stuff. Like, just give me just a basic one. And the ones I'm running out of are the ones I ordered from Amazon, which were the exact ones that the dental hygienist used, and I really like them, but they didn't have them. And so this is what these look like. And I know this is from China because there ain't no English on here nowhere. I wish I would have thought to have something to cut it with to show you, because it looks, oh, I got scissors right here that I keep in the kitchen. They look, I don't know, I've never seen toothbrushes like these before. And to me, it seems like it should be basic. I remember growing up, toothbrushes were just basic toothbrushes, and now they got all types of gadgets and everything. But this is what it looks like. So it has, this middle part is raised, and then the outsides are not. And so it looks interesting. But I like just basic toothbrushes, and I always get 1s and 0s for my exams, and so my teeth are good. And one year I did a test where I said I'm going to use an electric, let me turn this fan on. I use an electric toothbrush twice a day for a year because I said, let me see if it makes a difference versus manual brushing. And I still got 0s and 1s. Like, it didn't make a difference. So I went back to just manual toothbrushes. Y'all, do any of you sweat when you get out the shower? Like this, ugh. So I never put on lotion right away like they say. Also, with each toothbrush, there's 3 packs, there's 2 each, there's 6. They sent me 6 of these. I didn't see this in the picture, but I don't know if that's helping. Let me find something. It's like a little bristle thing. And I do see me using this because sometimes, like when I eat something or oatmeal and I can feel there's something there, you know, I can just use this to get it out instead of like flossing my whole mouth, which you should floss your whole mouth when you floss and not just parts. Hi, JR. And so I was surprised to get these. And so I may just keep this over in my living room. Oh, y'all, guess what? My TV died on Friday. It's a Sharp. And so I looked up how long do Sharp flat screens last. It said 7 to 10 years. I've had it 13 years, and so I'm cool with that. So I did look at BJ's, but I do want to look at them in the store. So whenever I feel up to it, I will. They have some 58 flat screen TVs for like $400, and for some reason my mind is telling me flat screens are like thousands and thousands of dollars. And then there's like a 58-inch that's like 400 something. Of course, they do have some that's like 1200, but I ain't trying to do all that. And so if I can get just a really nice basic TV for like $400, $500, you know, I want to go in the store also to make sure that they will deliver it and set it up, because they can't be leaving stuff downstairs because I cannot carry a flat screen TV. So I want to see what it looks like and make sure delivered to my door and help set up. So that's that purpose. So that's what's up with Teemu. So I'm kind of feeling like to get into this Sunday rally. Let's do the excuse me, y'all, I have an itch right here. I want to put my skincare on, y'all, but y'all see I'm just like a sweaty friggin' mess. April, got the Inslee Rain. I used $33.50 in credit, so thank you to whoever used my code. So I paid $51.75 for it, and that doesn't include shipping and protection. I purchased Petalmorphosis, as y'all know, and I purchased a mini milk hydro grip primer for my kit. That order came to $118.40. It was during the 20% off sale, so I got that, and I had $5 cash rewards. So that order was $118.40. On the 11th, I don't know whether I should count Notoriously Morbid because I use credit, so I'm not spending cash for that. But I am still waiting for 4 more lipsticks. They said they would combine my orders, and they did not. So one order did come, and it's like Janessa was saying, it's like we feel so frustrated waiting, but when we get it, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty, and we forget all about the frustration. And I purchased actually 2 separate orders. I purchased 3 Natasha Denona concealers, 2 in one order, 1 in the other. One order was $48. It was 20% off, and the other order, I used rewards. I didn't pay anything for it, but they are $30 a piece. I did purchase 2 more backups of the Fashion Fair powder. When they were having it was more than 20% off the price. I was like, what? So I was going to get 1, and I'm like, I'll just go ahead and get 2. So for April, I spent $218.15, and that seems to be my sweet spot. No, I got that one. I got that order. I'm waiting for the one I purchased on the 23rd. And so what did I get in May? I don't have on here what I ordered in May, and I thought that I wrote it down, and I did not, so forgive me for that. Did I purchase anything in May? I want to say no. I have been purchasing, as there have been sales, I have purchased backups of my skincare. Yeah, I thought I wrote on here what I used for me, and I didn't. So sorry. Thursday, our live stream is my member shop my stash look. Shout out to Dawn. So she chose my face, and so we are going to do that on Thursday. And so I did write down the items so that I would not forget anything. So I am excited about that, y'all. I am like burning up here. Let's get into this Sunday rally. I do want to finish my skincare, y'all, but I'm still sweating. So we're going to take the box out of the box. I wanted to wash my sheets today, but I have a king size bed. If y'all have a king size bed, y'all know that is exercise. Trying to change out sheets. And so I don't know if that made a difference. I turned on the ring light. Let me see. And I started to change it, and then I was like, I don't have the energy. So hopefully later I'll have another burst of energy So this is why I'm thinking it's a makeup remover, is because of that. But let's open it and see what is in here. This is a big box, y'all. Aquamarine Melt, it says up here. This glossy gel balm melts into a silky cleansing oil, effortlessly dissolving makeup and impurities. That's what this says. This down here says, as it cleans, evening primrose oil, not primrose oil, and a hyaluronic acid derivative deeply hydrate for a plump glass skin glow. Am I not already glowing though with all this sweat? You know what I'm saying? Cocoa butter locks in moisture, while malachite plus corn flour detoxify and soothe. That's what this says right here. This down here says Wash and Tell, Aquamarine Melt, and Sunday Riley. And then they have the same, not the same, the information on here. They have a lot of information. All right, let me find somewhere to put this box. So here we have, to prepare, start with a full face of makeup. The bolder the better, blah, 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 blah. Take out your scratch off card and reveal your challenge. I know it was a game. Hey, Janessa. Yes, this is from Sunday Riley. We changed the pillowcase on those days. And I need to do that too. Cause y'all, my cycle has been so different. And I was thinking today, like, why has it been so different? And I think it's because my primary care physician and I just started back trying to regulate it to where it is just once every 3 months. And so I think because this is the first time since we tried to re-regulate it that it's been as horrible as it's been. Because I'm just like, what the frick is happening? Yeah, I chased some people off with that, but yeah, so, and I've been having sweats, and I started getting hot flashes when I was 33, but I've been having sweats. Didn't know we were gonna have to work for the goodies. I know, right? I'm like scratch and sniff, like scratch off the challenge. I feel like I'm at a game show. You sweat through your pillowcases at night. Sometimes I wake up sick. Yeah, so I know it just gets to a point where it's like, when I do start to feel a little bit better, I'm like, okay, we're going to clean everything. You know what I mean? But, and that's kind of how I feel today, but then my energy just comes and goes. But, so this says, on dry skin, massage Aquamarine Melt onto the side of your face, working gently over the eye area with your Sunday Riley washcloth. Oh, they have a washcloth. Thank you. And swipe away your makeup to complete that half face cleanse. So that this must be the half face cleanse. Thank you, Janessa. Dramatic pause. Look at that contrast. Half glowing, hydrated, makeup free skin. The other full glam, rinse and repeat for full effect. Okay, here's my thing. I'm not going to want to mess up my washcloths because most of them are white. And I don't care what you say. I don't want that on my white washcloths. You go to the doctor's on Wednesday. So that's what that says. The other side, thorough makeup, key benefits, thorough makeup removal, balm to oil transformation, perfect rinse off, deep hydration, and skin soothing ingredients. Massage 2 or 3 pumps into the skin. So you don't put it in your hand first? Deep breathe in the calming essential oils, which will probably cause me to sneeze or make my nose itch because it's primrose oil in there. Oh, and there's chamomile flower oil and another flower oil. There's tangerine oil. Okay, y'all, this is hi Winston. It's a lot of stuff. So we'll see. I'm going to try it because it's a cleanser. The worst that can happen, my skin feels dry and I just wash my face right after with my regular cleanser. That's the worst that can happen. So that's what that says. And so let's get into this box. So this was in the box. So I don't know what this is, but we're gonna open it. It's a cute bag. It's canvas. Feels nice. It says Sunday Riley, of course. And we have the product that's in here backwards. Not that it matters. So yeah, here we go. Sunday Riley. So that's that. Oh, it's kind of heavy. No, not really. You know what? It's not flat like the top is rounded. That's kind of strange. It's like a weeble wobble. But it's not falling down. So let's look at this first. It doesn't say. It didn't say for a particular skin type. And not that I see. Oh. Tanya working. I'm trying to get the paper. Because it doesn't say on the box. Oh. It does not say. I don't know if they might have different information on their website. But it doesn't say anywhere on here skin type. I don't want to keep y'all sweaty. Oh, this is the washcloth. This is so cute. Something I have no use for, but this is a nice size bag. This is something I would use. I have quite a few bags similar to that. They have, oh, this is my scratch and sniff. Who remembers scratch and sniff? If you are, I know you're around my age. It's weird that an oily skin gal would want glass skin. I doubt that it gives glass skin, to be honest with you. Because number one, like, who even has glass-like skin? Like, nobody. Nobody. You remember Alexandria? And so that's why I keep saying that, but it doesn't say scratch and sniff, it just says scratch. But I'm thinking of that. Scratch to reveal your challenge question. I'm not going to do that. And that's what this side says. Should I do that, y'all? Y'all want to see what the challenge is that I'm not going to do? And this side has a barcode. I don't scan anything. Like, I refuse with all of this new tech stuff. And these are adorable, which I have no use for. These are 2 hair clips, and they say Sunday Riley on them. But yo, I ain't got no hair. But these are like super cute. I love scratches. Janessa, do you use hair clips? These are super cute. I just have no need for them because me don't have much hair. I love scratch and sniff. My favorite were dill, pickle, and cola, and strawberry. This is Tanya. So do y'all want me to scratch it and see? Janessa, do you use hair clips? So this is the washcloth. So this is white too. So you're telling me, you know, you use hair clips often. Okay. So this is supposed to be the one I'm going to get my makeup all over. And it is a nice size. This is bigger. This is my washcloth. Actually, it's the same size. Yeah, it's the same size. Wow. But why does it look so much bigger? It's the same size. It's a little bit wider. But as far as the length, like, wow. Why does it look so big? Maybe because of the border. Dawn, do you use hair clips? This is nice, though. And it is made by them, I guess, because it says Sunday Riley on it. That's cute. So we're going to stuff that back in the bag. And we're going to get into looking at this cleanser. This is nice. It's nice, and it feels nice. I was surprised. And it sheds. I need to wash it. It's like sticking to my shirt. Oh, good grief. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Dawn is gifting memberships again. Oh, and it went to Luna. I remember Luna. I don't know if I've seen her in a while, but I do remember her from before. So maybe this will bring her back. So this is the aquamarine melt. And I would still wash my face afterwards, even though this is a cleanser, because that's just me. And it says the same thing that I had already read. Directions AM and PM. Okay, here's the thing. So this says AM and PM, but on the other paper it said use on a full face of makeup. So who in the AM has on a full face of makeup? Unless you just had a really, really long night. Okay. Oh, it says made in the USA. Responsibly sourced domestic and foreign ingredients. Distributed by Sunday Raleigh in Houston. They have a Brussels, UK address on here. Sunday Raleigh. Who did I just ask if they use? Dawn, do you use hair clips? You like the color? It is a soothing color. So I am going to try it. Probably just as a cleanser. Because I am still stuck on the Scandinavia makeup removal spray on a white. Does this whole thing turn around? Oh, darn. Okay, yeah, this whole thing. Okay. So you just push it, it comes out of here. So that's that. No, it doesn't say. So you have to check the website for that information. I want to stop sweating, so maybe I can do at least some of my am I saying some of my eye care, skincare. But I've been using. Dawn's not answering about hair clips. This is their eye cream, but once my hands are slick with other stuff, it's hard for me to squeeze it out because I have to like tilt it and twist it to get the product out. And I need to just cut the tube open. That's what I need to do. So I usually do this first. Oh wow, it's like none is wanting to come out. All right, let me go ahead and cut it. So nobody wants me to scratch and sniff, and Dawn still has not answered. I'm trying to think of who else to ask. Oh, it's a lot in here too. Oh wow, that's a shame. I had to find something to put it in, and there's some in here too. So I'm gonna leave that like that while I do the rest. Trying to think of who has hair in here. We're going to. What serum have I been using with that? Because that's a cream. I've been using this from Beauty Bio. And I don't bother using the tool because it's not enough for me, and then it just ends up dragging my skin. And then I put on, so I'm going to be sweating again, the Olay that I still have several backups of. Let me see. Janet, do you use hair clips? So that is that. And then I put on the Peter vitamin C serum. Trying to get rid of these hair clips. Or I can just take them down to the playhouse and just randomly give them to somebody that has long hair. Now we're going to put the eye cream on. So we're going to take a lipstick applicator and run this along on the inside of this one. And there is quite a bit. And there's quite a bit in the other half too. So I'm going to have to find something to put this in before that dries up sitting there like that. This is a lot. You do? Okay. Do I have your address? Oh, this is slick from sweat and the serums. Do I have your address already? Because I'll send you these clips. Did I ever send you anything before? So that is that. Oh, let me write that down. Janet, hair clips. Janet, hair clips. Let me put Sunday Raleigh, because I'll be like, what hair clips? I don't got hair clips. You can either email me, Janet, or send me a message on Instagram while I'm still on there with your address so I can send those to you. And I have also the Dr. Dennis Gross serum. Yo, I do a lot of stuff, but each one is supposed to do something different besides me sweating it off. My face does like some of his stuff, and some of his stuff it doesn't like. I think so. You sent spices. Oh, okay. So I might still have it. I'll have to look at my phone when I get off the live. I don't know when I'm gonna send it because I need to be up to it. And this is his. This is supposed to blur, and like so is. No, this is supposed to blur. So this is why I only use it like when I wake up. I don't use it for nighttime. I don't know if it really blurs or not. This is his face cream. And so this is my wake up skincare routine. I forgot about that, Janet. All right. Now we can move on. Let me get this out the way. Okay. Now we're going to get into these palettes. Y'all, I have mug root beer here and water. I feel like we've done a lot of stuff in a short period of time. So let me put the clips over here on the top of the paper that has the note on it. So y'all know we've been doing Pat McGrath, Mothership. Excuse me. I thought I see. Why does it like this red mark right there? Am I seeing things? Why is there a red mark right there? Right here, there's a red line. What the hell? Y'all, what the... Excuse me, y'all. What the hell is that? You see that red mark? And it's kind of tingling a little bit. What the hell is that? Y'all, stuff just be happening, and I just be like... Ugh. So, y'all know we did the Petalmorphosis Plus series, and so it's kind of burning a little bit. I don't know if it's from sweat or one of them, that cream. What? There's a red mark right here. All right, so the majority of these we did pair with Petalmorphosis in May. Denise says she loves the good genes from Sunday Riley. You do feel like I see a difference when I'm using it regularly. Yeah. Sometimes for me, I don't notice a difference until I stop using it, and I'm like, oh, okay, why is my skin acting different? Oh, I stopped using such and such. And then there's some stuff, the first use, I'm like, okay, this is bomb. Because they say for most skincare, it's like, 4 to 6 weeks or whatever, but, everybody's skin is not the same. Good Genes is a great product. And I don't think I've tried that. So we're just going to start at the top and work our way down. And I have them in kind of size order. I should probably pull out Petalmorphosis, but that's near the bottom. But, oh goodness. Bog Witch, and I'm sure we did not use this with Petalmorphosis. So I don't know why this is here. I think we paired it with something. But this is what that looks like. I did actually, did I buy this one or did they send this one? I purchased this one actually. I do have a 15% off code down below, but I did purchase this one because it's grungy. So I had to have it. And this is top tier. I had a thought the other day of what if I got rid of some of my Natasha palettes? Like, would I miss them? Like Bloom or like Bronze. And I know I just got Bronze not too long ago. But then I'm like, okay, am I just having a migraine-induced delirium thought process thing? And so, but I don't know though. And I'm thinking too to do a Natasha Denona series and pair those palettes like I did pair Pat with other stuff. And so I'm not sure yet, but I do like doing series. But anyway, so let me know what y'all thoughts are on that. Like, would you want to see us pairing Natasha series? And this is red over here. I look like Elon. Did y'all see? Did y'all see that picture? We had black eyes. Yeah, but my face, y'all. And maybe because I haven't looked at my face in a few days, because I've been out of it, like, seriously. But this is, did I pair this with Bog Witch? This is Fall Romance from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm wondering if I paired these two together. I think I did, and I think we did a green look, and I might just be delirious. But I'm thinking we paired these together. These do look nice together. And so both of these are top tier. I really like this ABH palette. It is the only one that I have. You just did a declutter last week. It was tough. How many do you have and how many did you get rid of? Hey, Locke, how are you? And so those are top tier. I do remember we paired, but with what? What did we pair it with? That we paired my Mission Triple X inspired, excuse me, palette with the 669 dupe palette with, excuse me, Petalmorphosis. And I want to say we did a green look for that one too. And these are what these look like together. Oh, I see me down in the bottom over here. And now I don't. Where'd I go? There I am. So these are what they look like together. And y'all know these are top tier because y'all know me with lethal. But would y'all be listening in the background? Appreciate it, Locke. Would y'all be interested in a Natasha Denona series? I feel like it's a brand that, well, same with any other brand that people have where they don't. But I feel like most people would than not. I don't know. So both of these are top tier. I know I feel like I'm in slow motion, y'all, so thank you for bearing with me through this. Eternal Beauties, Notoriously Morbid. This is what that looks like. I want to do more with this because I feel like my looks have kind of been... I mean, I did like the looks, though. But I'm wanting versatility is what I want. And it doesn't seem to be that much. And maybe because I put on like 5, 6, 7 shades. If I did just like 3 shades, there's a whole lot of versatility. But when you like to do all the things like I do, that kind of decreases that. But I do definitely want to do more with this. And so what I'll need to do is look at what I've done with it and then do something different than that. So this is top tier, though. This is from Notoriously Morbid. They did send me this one in PR. I do remember that. Man. And my face is looking crazy. That red mark right there. I don't even know what that is. Xenon. I forget what we paired this with or what we did with it, but we did use this. You have 85 in declutter? Oh my gosh. Whatever you're drawing and doing is cool, says Sarah. Janessa said that series would be fun. 85 in declutter? I don't even have 85 palettes. I have a hard time decluttering eyeshadow. I love gifting it to a friend. And when I declutter, usually I do try to find it a home, especially if it has life left into it, which it usually does. Yeah, so when I declutter, it doesn't go in the trash. Unless, like, it's just the formula changed or something, and I know it's not what it used to be. But yeah, I prefer to give it a home where it'll be used. 85 in declutter, Janet? Janet, how many palettes do you have that's not in declutter? You gotta have like a couple hundred. Oh my gosh. You need to do some videos, Janet. But you do post looks on Instagram though, which is really cool. And so this is what Xenon looks like, and it does have 4 Retro Glam shades in it. So that's what that looks like. Y'all, my energy is leaving me. And I feel like I'm getting slower and slower. You will find homes. Yeah, and I love when I do find a home for something because I like for stuff to be used. You know what I mean? And so I am thoughtful about who asks me for stuff or who I ask if they want something. Because if it's just going to sit in somebody, like if somebody just hoards stuff and it's just going to sit there, that's not a good place to send it because then it could just sit here for that. And so I do try to really think about, okay, is this a person that's going to use it? Or they just want it just to have it. This is my Last Man Standing Nomad palette, Chicago Speakeasy, because this was the most unique for me compared to other stuff that I have in my stash. And we did pair this with Petalmorphosis. I don't remember the look that we did. I don't even remember if I liked it. Y'all, the last few days have been such a blur. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know. You only have room for maybe 140. So so it sounds like you have more than that. This is stinging. And so I do really like this one. Are any of you interested in the new Nomad palette? Bronze. We paired this with Petalmorphosis, I believe. I could believe I could fly. Oh, this the Shorn case. People say the dumbest stuff. This one guy was like, "Oh, I would never believe that he would ever hit a woman." Blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, there's a video when he threw her to the floor, kicked her while she was down, and then dragged her down the hallway. And you're telling me you don't believe he would ever do that? It's the video showing he did it. What? I'm very interested in a new one. I have resisted so far, but it's calling to me. That's I don't even know what to say except no shame and no judgment. And you do use your makeup, though. I will say that. I do like the looks of this. Very monochromatic. Every look I've done was pretty. It was basic. It was pretty basic. Whatever I do with this is going to look right because it's all one color story except for these two. And I am grateful that these two are here. This one, however, is lighter than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be a little bit darker. But I am really glad this one is here because, and it took me all these years to get it. This palette came out how many years ago? And I kept going back to it in my mind, but I'm like, number one, half of these will blend into my skin tone. And two, it's monochromatic, so all the looks are going to be the same or very similar, with the exception of popping in these two. But I did finally break down and get it. And then it's like, I do like it. This is a palette I would travel with because I won't have to think about what look to do because everything is going to look nice and it's going to be easy and quick and simple and low mess. And so this does serve a purpose, but this is going to be mid-tier. So we're going to put that over here. I didn't say about these other ones. All the other ones so far are top tier. Beaver palette. I have no overages. That's why okay, cool. Okay. Excuse me. Did I do that part of my intro? 2 things about me. I don't think I did. 2 things about me. Sometimes I curse because I curse. The other thing is there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I try to be aware of it to say excuse me. But I didn't say that. You have not counted yours lately, says Alexandra. I probably don't want to. I challenge you. I challenge you to scratch and sniff and see what your challenge is. And your challenge is to count all your palettes. See what I did there? And it's red under my nose, but I have ointment. Oh, you know what? I've got to put the ointment on under my nose. Sacrolimus ointment from the doctors. Forgot about that. But you know what? My skin is doing what it's doing because I haven't washed my face in like 2 days until today. And so all this redness and whatever up there, I don't know, something might have tore because it is a line right here. And it's stinging, which means my skin is broken. Yeah, I need to get back on my skincare. I renewed my love for Biba. I paired this with Petalmorphosis. And I'm like, I really like this palette. I don't use it a lot, but when I do, I drink those sakis. But when I do, I'm like, this is really a nice palette. I did put it back in its original state. And I really like this palette. This is what I think Spectrum should have been. And they are pushing that palette hard from Sigma. And people are loving it. And I'm just like, all the shades of beige. I do think it would be good, however, for a professional makeup artist because that could be your neutral palette. You have something in there for everybody. Whereas for somebody like me, well, I'm in the middle of the spectrum, so I probably could wear almost everything in there. But somebody that's darker, you know, they might only be able to use 1/2. Somebody that's more fair than me, well, I'm not fair, but that has very light skin, they're going to be able to use 1/2 of the palette. You know what I mean? And so, and for me, their formula is hit or miss because that mermaid palette, that was complete trash. I was just like, what the is this? But I am still liking Untamed, and I only had 2 duds in the Warm Neutrals palette. And I think it's just mine. The person that sent it to me, she's still loving hers, and she didn't say she had any issues. And so, sometimes there was just a dud or two. But yeah, so that kind of turned me off. Like, I don't want to take no chances, even though I think they have a return policy. But so this is Biba, and I really like this palette, and I feel like I need to use it more. But it's like, is it going to feed my soul? And even looking at it, I'm thinking, pair it with some of the notoriously morbid palettes that are all dual chrome, all multi-chrome, that type of thing. But then the undertones are different because this is a neutral palette. And so it may or may not work. But that might be something I'll experiment with at some point in time because I like this so much. This is my second time having it. But I just don't use it often for as much as I love it. Top tier. Leela, this is back in this original state. And this paired really nice with Petalmorphosis because we have that dark purple. We got, well, dark purple, I'm saying this one, which to me, I don't really know if it's purple or blue. I really don't know what color that is. And I'm being serious because I tell y'all often my perception of color is different than some people's. And so I do know I perceive color different. So like I'm calling this purple, but then to me it does look kind of blue, but I'm thinking it's supposed to be purple. So that's why I'm saying it's purple. And it has this brown. I don't think we use this one, but this is just varying shades of purples and, neutrals. And I really do like this palette. I don't use it a lot because Janessa says she must in Alexandria. No, she said she hasn't. No, she said she doesn't want to know either. So you haven't counted either, and you definitely want to know. So your challenge too, Janessa. Scratch and sniff. Scratch and sniff. Your challenge is to count your palettes too. And so I do really like this. And I remember a few years ago. Oh, her name was Monica something. We did a collab with this palette, and I was saying how, as beautiful as it is, it's a blurple, but definitely a blue-based purple. A blurple. Oh, okay, thank you. Because I'm like, I know a dude who's colorblind, and we were sitting outside, and the landing is wood. And so I asked him, I said, well, what color do you think this is? And he said, I think it's green. And I said, why do you think it's green? He says, because he can tell where the patches of grass are, and he knows that grass is green. It doesn't look green to him, but he knows it's green. And so since the wood is near the green, he was thinking that the wood was green too. And so I'm like, no. And then after a while, he's like, what color is it? And I said, it's brown and tan. But and he used to do flight stuff in the military. And he said after years, they revoked his flight, whatever, and he put in appeals for it because he was able to prove that he knew what stuff was because of where it is and because of what it was supposed to do. Like he know this object here is red, that's what you use for this. This object here is whatever color that is, that's for that. And so for him, he didn't need to know the colors. He knew whatever the item was, what it was supposed to be. And because he was able to prove that, they reinstated his status. And I'm like, that is so friggin' cool. Because most places be like, nah, you can't see the color, you can't do it. But yeah, they reinstated his status. And of course, this was eons ago. He was telling me this happened. But he's a disabled vet now too. But I thought that was fascinating. And so, yeah, I've always passed all the tests though. But I don't be. So, but this is, yes, I was saying how, as beautiful as this is, it's not a palette that you can just pick up and use. Yeah, that was Alexandra. And I thought that was just really awesome that they reinstated him. But he had done the job for like 5-10 years. And then they tried to say he couldn't. And I'm like, well, you did it all that time. Like, what the hell? So I think he had a new test done or something or whatever. Or somebody just realized it was in his record that he was colorblind. Like, it was just bizarre. Like, after all this time, now they're saying you can't do the job you've been doing. So that was in his favor too. But yeah, that was just weird. But I was saying how you cannot just pick, if you coordinate, well, if you don't wear black all the time, if you coordinate your eye makeup to your clothes, you can't just get, well, you can just get dressed and you just pick this up. It's not, it might, what am I saying? This may not go with whatever you're wearing because it is, you know, a purple base color story, except for like these two shades and these three over here. And so I think that's why a lot of people were kind of like, or they got it and like me and don't use it often, which now I could because I wear black most of the time, but it's not something that you can easily pick up and use if you coordinate your makeup to your clothes. And she co-signed on that too. She was like, "Oh, she said such and such," and that's really true because, and I think, I want to say, I don't know if she's a pro MUA or not, but she always wore black. But she was like, "Yeah, most people wouldn't just be able to pick it up and use it." This is the palette Circle Loco. I love this palette. Circle Loco. This palette to me is just so much fun. Even opening it, it makes me smile. This palette, I used this for the face part of the mermaid look that I did for a Creative Art with Heart collab. But this palette to me is just so much fun. And some people say it's chaotic, and I'm like, excuse me? Circle Loco means crazy circus, like what you expect. But I really enjoy this palette, and I've done 23, I believe, looks with this. Let's just say 22 to be on the safe side. But I do think 23 looks with this palette. This is my second time having it, though, and my second time having B. But, y'all, my fingers just cramped up. This finger is stuck. Oh, oh. Damn. I need to drink more water. I get cramps and stuff when I'm dehydrated. Oh my God. I would apologize, but I couldn't help that. Trying to warm it up. Oh, do y'all get cramps when you're dehydrated? Oh, sometimes my toes will be like, I'll be like, come on now. Or when it's really cold, like I'll get cramps too. That hurt. Okay, let me not. Damn, hold it like that. Damn, that was painful. And I dropped the paper. Now I'm scared to like hold stuff a certain way. But I do love this palette. It's only, I think, maybe 2 looks I was like, I'm not sure. It's still sore, but it's not hurting where it was like cramped and it was stuck. And it was just weird because I use this one. It just like got stuck and started moving down. And so I had to kind of gather them all together and let it have some heat and bend it. You get them in your legs for sure. And my doctor did prescribe me magnesium to take at night to help with leg cramps and muscle cramps. Yes, I just gotta loosen it up. But damn, you get headaches and dizzy. Do you know what one of the causes are? Because for me, I do know dehydration is one of the causes, and if I'm cold, that's another cause. Other stuff I don't know. Or if I'm driving, even driving down to the playhouse, when I come home, and then I'm on my feet, so that's okay. But when I come home, because my foot is like this for an hour drive, when I'm home, and if I'm resting, my foot will kind of want to just cramp and just stay this way. And so I gotta, be massaging my feet and all of that. So some of it is just being in the same position for so long. You got them in your legs for sure. Yes, it's awful. Ugh. But I really enjoy this palette, and I should use it more. And one of the reasons why I keep thinking declutter more stuff is that I'll use more of what I have, because I absolutely adore this friggin' palette, and I don't use it that often. And I'm trying to think I don't think we paired it with Petalmorphosis, but we did use it for the mermaid look. I was going to use face paints, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just kind of keep it a little bit simple. And so I did not do that. I'm wondering if I should put on concealer, but we've been here this long without it, right? So, excuse me. Excuse me if you heard all that gurgling in my throat. We got 2 more palettes to show, and one is Petalmorphosis. This is this one, Celestial Nirvana. That was painful. And this is what that looks like. We all know what this looks like. Some people love it. I'm ambivalent about it. I like it because there's different colors in here, but is it anything that's like, ooh, to me, no. And I think why some pet lovers love it is because it is colorful compared to, the last half of the motherships. You know what I'm saying? I do like the mothership formula better than these palettes. Some people swear it's the same. I'm like, no, it's not. They're not even made in the same place. So that tells you right there the formula is not the same. So people that just, they say what they want to say, just like I say what I want to say. So, no hard feelings. As Grace would say, to each his own. But I do think that's why a lot of people love it. They're like, oh, she finally gave us a colorful palette. Okay, check it out. That's color, and that's color, and that's color. Everything else is basic. So you got 4 colors in here. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's such a colorful palette. No, it's not. No, it's not. You got 4 colors in here. The rest are basic. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? But, whatever you need to do to make yourself feel good about it, that's what you do. And we all have like these types of shades, the pinks, the reddish tones, the neutral tones. You know what I mean? So it's like, is this really all that? I say not, but I enjoy it. I still need to figure out if this one irritates my lids or this one, because I did first half this shade, the second half this shade, because I wanted to see how close they were going to look when I put them on, and my eyes were irritated. So I don't know which one it is, and I keep saying I'll put one on one eye, one on the other, but then I'm like, do I really care? Like, do I really want to go through irritating my lids intentionally just to figure out which one it is? And so far the answer has been no, but if I were to figure it out, then that would give me another shade in here that I could use without being apprehensive, you know what I mean? And so, but I this is mid-tier. The formula, the mattes in here to me are more dry than her other formulas, particularly the motherships. But then sometimes that bottom left-hand corner shade is dry. It depends. Sometimes it is and sometimes it's not. My first Bronze Seduction, that left corner bottom shade was not dry. When I repurchased it, it was dry. And so it just kind of depends. It might have just been a dud. I don't know. But some of these mattes in here are dry and other ones are fine. So it's an okay palette. I paid $10 for it. It was on sale or something, $25 at Sephora. And I had $15 in points. And my goofy ass, I was thinking it was the new Mothership palette. And so I jumped on buying it. And then when I opened it, I'm looking at it like, this looks familiar. And I'm like, damn it, this is the one I had before, and this shade had exploded, and so I had returned it. But I'm like, I thought it was the new one. And I should have knew, like, no, it's not. It ain't gonna be for $25. This one I do like. Thanks to Grace for sending this to me. This one is Jewel Temptations. When I paired this with Petamorphosis, initially I intended to use the blushes, but then when I was doing my face, I forgot that it had blushes in it. Until I went to use the shadows, and I'm like, oh darn, I didn't use the blushes. These two, I thought that this one would have been too light for me, but using these two together, like putting this one on my cheek area and using this one at the top of my blush, like to me, I really like how that looks on me. And I do like the formula of these shadows, and I'm thankful. She saw this at her TJ Maxx or Marshalls or something, and it was in one of her shorts, and I was like, how much is that? And so she sent me this, and so I actually really do like it. I don't know if it's just this purple or this gold, like I don't know what it is, because it is just neutral colors except for like these two and this one. Oops, stuck my finger in it. But this will be handy to travel with because it's not messy and it has the blushes in it. But would I really travel with it? I don't know. I might take it to Academy. But this, do I dare put this top tier? Do I dare? I feel like Pinhead, whatever that character is. I think they call that one a chatterer. Did y'all like the Hellraiser movies? I didn't like the first few because they was just kind of like corny to me. But as they did more, I started to like them. But I will do mid-tier because it doesn't call to me, even though I do really like it. So one part of me wants to do top tier. And I think we paired this with, we did pair this with Petamorphosis. What we're gonna put that top tier because I'm struggling. So let me just stop fighting. Subversive, we know it's top tier without a doubt. From Pat McGrath. You like the first one? Is that the one where... I don't think that's the one where she like went to hell to go get her dad. Was that one? You have not tried any of her mixed palettes. You mean, and by mix you mean with the shadows and the blushes in it? She doesn't come out with those often. But she came out with two. This one and the other one had a lighter color story than this one. So it was supposed to be like something for everybody, I guess. Yeah. And I've never really been interested in eyeshadow palettes that have blushes in it because to me something always doesn't work. So it's like I have all this stuff in here and it's like why? But I was surprised that worked and I was glad that it worked. So was that the one when she went to hell to get her dad? Or was that the one where the dad, well, that had to be the second one. Where the dad's wife or ex-wife or whatever was bringing men to the house so that the dead husband's brother, Frank, could like take their souls or whatever and he can come back. That one to me was just kind of, I don't know, I think it might have been just the graphics. The first one scared me when I was younger. I like the it wasn't even a remake. It was a newer one that came out a couple years ago. And the Pinhead character was a trans person, so that was all the hype. You think it was with the wife and he got resurrected. Okay. And that was the husband's brother. His name was Frank. I don't know how I be remembering stuff like that when I can't remember what I ate yesterday. Okay. Yeah, it was just... But so some of them I liked and some I didn't. But I liked the remake one. So it was all the hype that the Pinhead character was a trans person. And the newer ones, it's been a while since I watched, so I don't remember much about them. Yeah, but they were... I'm wondering if they're on YouTube. Y'all, YouTube, they're having some good movies. So this is Subversive. Last One Standing. Sucked into, says Alexandria. And it's just smoky. This was supposed to have been, and it is, the avant-garde is how they advertised it, the avant-garde palette. And I really like it. This is what I want them to get back to. But maybe she'll do this with the other brand that she has creative control over. But I love this. Oh my, excuse me, hiccup and a belch, go girl. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, I just love this because anything I do is going to be smoky. Like I love every shade that's in here. I tried to dupe Gigabyte, it ain't dupable. This one I could do without, but it is a cute dual chrome. This one I could do without because that just ends up, under my brow. And actually this one shows up under my brow brighter than this one does. And I forget what color this looks to be on my skin. Let me see if it'll show in the mirror. Yeah, I forget what color it shows up to be on the skin. And it's not really showing any different in the mirror. Okay. But I really do enjoy this palette. I don't use it. I feel like I say I don't use something a lot. But I do really enjoy this because every look I do is going to be smoky. And what I was kind of like about was when people use this palette and it's like a really light monochromatic type look. And I'm like, how do you get that out of this? Because they would just use like these two shades and like use this for upper lash line. And I'm like, so you're just wasting all of this murky, dark, smoky goodness. But I understand it's preference. Like whatever your taste is, that's how you're going to do your looks. And so, but I was just like, how? Like what? None of us use our palettes enough if we have a big collection. I think now I have like 72 palettes. And I still feel like I don't use stuff as much. And so that's why I started doing pairing palette series and stuff like that. Let me drink some more root beer. All right, y'all. So for mid-tier, all we have is Bronze and Celestial Nirvana. So this is Petalmorphosis that we've been talking about, that I did the series on. I hope you guys did enjoy that series, because my purpose in buying it was to see what I could do with it. And one of our live streams, Sarah said mission accomplished, because I bought it to see what I could do with it. And I did a lot with it. And as of the last look I did, that made 20 looks that I've done with this palette. Granted, half of those were pairing it with something else because I felt a little, I feel like this palette is limiting because you only have the one dark shade. And that's why with Lila, that was like the perfect match. Let me hold up Lila with that. And it can be with any palette. And I do like the majority of the looks that I did pairing it. I really did, Alexandria. I was like, I bought it for this reason. We're going to use it for that reason. So this is what they look like together. And so Lila just brings more diversity and some depth to Petalmorphosis. Because with only one dark matte, that is just very limiting for me. And I know people love it. And also I think it's good for, like, if you only do like 3 shadow looks or something like that, I think that would be perfect. But because I want to put on like 5, 6, 7 shades, it's just like, yeah, the whole thing is just like, except the dark outer corner. The formula is good. The formula is nice. And so I am proud to say I've done 20 looks with it. And it was considerably short amount of time. And I am happy to say I have a buyer for it. So I don't have to go through the hassle of, because giveaways on my channel for some reason don't go over well. And I don't know why, because, you know, I get entries and people aren't even subscribed, like they don't read the rules. And I always ask a question. Sometimes they don't even answer the question. And then it just becomes frustrating. And then I'll, you know, pick the winner, post it on my community tab like I say I am, and then the winner doesn't get back to me, and it's just like, okay, this is whatever. And putting it in Macari, you know, just let it sit there for whenever and just wait. So thankfully I do have a buyer for it. And actually they already paid for it. They understand I haven't been well the last few days with migraines and stuff, so they've been, you know, patiently waiting for me to put this in the mail. And what we're going to do right now, and I brung over my Beauty So Clean Cosmetic Mist. We're going to spray it, sanitize the palette. And so you see that's wet and glistening. So that smells nice too. And we're going to let this dry. And then I'll take a Q-tip and clean the black parts because the spray is everywhere in this palette. So I'll take a Q-tip later and do like these parts. So hopefully, what's today? Monday. Hopefully by Wednesday, I will feel up to going out. Because I am not safe to drive. Like, I just know I'm not, because my balance is off. My equilibrium is off. I didn't even trust myself to go get my mail. And that's another reason I ain't shower for 2 days. Like, I did wash up, but I didn't shower because I didn't trust myself to like step up and over the tub to get into the shower. And then, oh, gee, now I'm soapy and wet and I'm going to slip and fall. I have slipped and fell in the shower twice before. Thankfully, I was with another person. So they were able to help me. And so actually, we'll just leave this like this. And yeah, so that's sanitized. And the card will be inside the palette. So I like the formula. It is more cool tone than I thought it was going to be. That's the first thing I noticed when I opened it. I was like, ooh. But I am glad that I did everything with it. So we're going to put the paper back on top. Not right now. So we're going to leave it open, let it air dry. I never took the plastic off of here. I never took the plastic off of here. And I still have the box, which looks beat up, but it came that way. I didn't do it. So the box came like this. So I'm like, I don't. But I still have all of that. So that'll be in the box. And so again, hopefully Wednesday I'll fill up to go out so I can mail it. So Celestial Nirvana, just to recap, is mid-tier because it's just like, I do get why people are excited about it. But for people like me who love color, they're going to be like, eh. And the same with this. I love the formula. I love it. And Natasha, to me, is not messy unless this is that new flaky formula she did. But it's easy to work with, excuse me. Leela, I love it. This is subversive. I just love this. Yeah, we put this top tier because I was struggling not to put it top tier because it just looked kind of basic though, but it's just something about it. Maybe because it's in the middle too, like I don't know. Circle Loco. Circle Loco, as long as they make it, this will be in my collection. The Teeu is 24 months. Usually I use her palettes until about 3 years because then the formula starts to change. And it usually starts to change in her cream to powder formula. They start to clump up when I swipe the brush in it. And so that's when, you know, I'll go ahead and get a new one. I don't think they'll have the sales that they used to where she would have a bundle deal and it was like almost like a buy one get one free deal because, you know, prices and the economy. Diva, I think this will always be in my collection. I just need to not buy other neutral palettes because this does have for me like any neutral shade that I could want. Because I don't really use a lot of neutrals. Speakeasy, I still do love Speakeasy. The look I did with this, it came out lighter than I thought. I don't remember if that's the look where I tried to do a halo look or something, but I didn't really care for that look too much, but I need to play with my Natasha Denona palettes. I've customized all of the ones I have. They should be perfect for me. And yeah, I really do enjoy this one. And when I had, Janessa, when I had mixed, put 4 Leela shades in Biba, I found that I was still using just the Biba shades. And in Leela, I was just using the Leela shades. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me just put it back how it was. And so that's what I did. And Xenon with Retro Glam. I loved this like this. But then I wonder, like, if I had another one, like, would I still mix it? And so I don't really know because now, you know, as we grow and journey through our makeup, you know, travels, we learn different things and we try different things. And so part of me is like, would I mix it or just do something new? Because when something is not quite what we want, we learn to work with it. You know what I mean? And so I don't know if I would change it or not. Oh, that just fell on the floor. That's going to be washed or at least going to the hamper. And so those are the only ones I mixed was, no, it's not. Xenon with Retro Glam, Glam with Retro Glam, and 4 of the mini star shades in the golden palette. So I mixed quite a bit. This one I definitely need to do more and get different looks because this is not proving to be versatile for me. And I think less is more. And so I need to just control myself. Where's the fun in that though? You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of lethal. I don't use them that often, which is a shame. This is Mission Triple X inspired. This is my 669 dupe. And I really, when I go to use my lethal palettes, I am just over the moon. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this look. But then, like, why don't I just pick them up and use them? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I think to do a color series, like do a week of green looks, a week of purple looks, whatever. And I think I'll get a lot of use out of my lethal that way. Love this one. No duds in here at all. Something in here surprised me, but not in a bad way. And I don't remember what it was. I think either this was lighter or darker than I thought it was going to be. And this one has shimmer in it. It's one of those mattes with a shimmer in it. I'm like, why? Why? Like, just be a metallic. Like, why? I don't know. Something in here didn't blend well with something else, but I don't remember what it was. But it was something, and it was only just that one time. So it might have just been user error that time, or the brush I used. Like, I don't know, but it was something. Y'all know. Hi, Natalie. I probably pronounced your name wrong. I am sorry. I am so sorry. Thank you for being here. Y'all know this is my vibe. I'm starting to feel nauseous. Y'all, this is day 12, and I'm just like, so yeah. So these are all top tiers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 top tiers, 2 mid tiers, and so that's 14 palettes, and then Petalmorphosis is 15. So we use 15. I don't know why I thought 16. So we use 15 palettes last month in May. That works too. I'll take it. Oh, thank you for that. Because I hate mispronouncing people's names. And when I said it, I'm looking at it like that's not what it's that's not what it is, but I had already said it. So thank you. Thank you for that. So nobody said anything about the scratch and sniff, so we're going to leave that alone. I didn't know it was an interactive game to use their cleanser. I will report back. Hydrating gel balm cleanser. So I'm going to just use this just as a cleanser, just a regular cleanser. Because here's my thing with using cleansing oils, cleansing balms. It never takes off all of my mascara, and it doesn't take off liner from my inner rims up here or my inner rims down here. So I always end up going back to the wipes because I can just wipe lightly on my waterline. And so I'm like, why get something like this when I'm going to use a wipe anyway? Because then I can just do my whole face and then at the end just use the wipe for my waterline. So that's why I don't buy stuff like this. I know the Clinique one is very popular, but it's just like if I still need to use a wipe, just use a wipe. And especially with either my Solar Water or my favorite, the Scandinavia Makeup Removal Spray. So I'm just going to use this as a cleanser. And it's still weird to me that the information doesn't match. It says use AM and PM, but on the packaging it says use on a full face of makeup. So I don't know. But I'm gonna just use it as a cleanser, and I'll report back probably just in a regular video, or I mean I don't know if I'll do a dedicated video or not. As far as I know, there's no code or anything that they gave me for a discount for anybody to use. But I'll report back, and if it is, I'll let you know. Let me see here. I just want to see what it smells like. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, shoot, it leaked on my pants. What? Oh, okay, it's watery. It it doesn't smell bad. It smells a little sweet in a way. And that's refreshing because I was just like, what is this going to smell like? I'm going to wash this too, and I got to change my pants. So it smells nice. I was concerned it was going to smell like roses because of the primrose oil. And y'all know me with flowers. I'm just like, my sinuses is like, no. Hell to the no. But maybe I'll use this tomorrow morning or tonight. I ain't doing nothing else to my face tonight. I'm lying. I'm going to go lay down, watch something on YouTube or whatever, Tubi or something on my laptop. But that'll be it for the day, y'all. We did a lot of stuff as usual, and I appreciate y'all for being here for it. We went through my Teemu stuff, Sunday Riley PR, our beauty budget update, and then we went through our roundup. So we did do a whole lot of stuff, and I thank y'all for being here for that. And we'll be back here Thursday to do Dawn's look for the member shop, My Stash. I am confident I'll feel better by then. Today is the best I felt since like Thursday. So yeah, we started at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so we've been here. My timer says it's almost an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, we've been on here for a while. But we'll be back here Thursday to do that look. I have a video going up tomorrow morning, but what I'm thinking is depending on how I feel, but I won't know till the evening. If I should just do a look tomorrow night, do another live tomorrow night, and push back the video so at least there's some content on here. So what do y'all think about that? If I move that video and do another live tomorrow night, because I've been sleeping a lot, and so I do think by around 6 o'clock, I'll be okay. Especially today because I felt a little bit better too. So what do y'all think about that? Come back tomorrow to do a live and just move the video. I do really like this little bag, and it has a plastic thing on here. So what do y'all think about that? Before we go, let me know. This is a cute bag. It smells like canvas. You could make it tomorrow night, says Janet. I gotta remember to look up your address. Okay, anybody else? Yes, me too. Okay, excuse me, me too. Everybody's me too. Awesome. I might be able to make it. This week is nutty, but I'll try. Janessa, I know you be at work and you be busy. Like you and Grace get a forever pass because Grace be hustling and you be at work. So I know y'all be busy. Excuse me, I'm feeling sick. Like my stomach is feeling sick. I need to eat something else maybe. So I'm gonna continue getting better. You'll try to make it, Alexandria. Okay, so I'll move tomorrow's video to whenever. And we'll be back tomorrow. I need to figure out what we're gonna do. Who's in here? Dawn, Janessa, as far as members, and Tanya. Do y'all have any particular palette? Yeah, Crazy Troll Nation folk be busy. Is there a particular palette y'all would like me to use tomorrow? I do have this is dry now. And so I'm gonna put the paper over it, and this is gonna be boxed up. Is there a particular palette that y'all would like me to use? We have a bunch of Natasha. You don't want to be rude. Please forgive me. Are you well? No, I've been dealing with migraines off and on for about 12 days now. Yeah, so yeah, no, I'm not well. No, and that's not rude at all. That's not rude at all. So notoriously morbid. I got a lot, Janessa. Oh, it's okay. And this time is connected to my menstrual cycle, so I do know what this one is from. But it's just one of the joys of being a woman. You saw it immediately, yeah, yeah. And then my under eyes get darker. Then I got this red thing over here. So I have this fall, y'all, Paint the Town Red, Madame Violet, Notorious Rusted Essence, Volume 1 through 3. Half of my Notoriously Morbid was sent to me. Rose from the Dead. What is this one? I think I might, Grunge Light, that's not from there. Garden Grunge, Dark Side of the Rainbow. Yeah, we got a lot. Jade Dreams, Violet Thought, Season of the Witch, Stone Cold Medusa, Life and Death, Night Seeker, Web Weaver, Shadows of the Vampire. Y'all, I got a lot of Notoriously Morbid. Gold Dust Woman. I'm missing 2 things. Unearthly Aura and Mary Mean One. So those are all my Notoriously Morbid, not including the ones that we used last month. Medusa? Okay. Where was Medusa? Where was she? That little hoe. Stone Cold Medusa. And this is all shimmers, y'all. You haven't tried them in a long time. I fell in love quick. So do y'all want me to pair this with something? Because this is all metallic. Not that I haven't done all metallic looks, because y'all know I do, just like I do all matte looks sometimes. What am I thinking about though? For some reason I'm thinking Night Seer. No. No, that's a light palette. What was I thinking about? I don't know. I don't know. Garden grunge. This is pretty. Garden grunge. I had to get it because it said grunge, y'all. I had to. What am I thinking about? Maybe pair. I don't have that anymore because it turned on me. Yeah, Beans and Booty got old. It turned on me. It started irritating my lids, and so I got rid of it. If they ever come out with another one, I would buy it in a heartbeat. Like, seriously. But yeah, I had to let that go. This is Rose from the Dead. And it's only one row of mattes. These are the only mattes in here. I don't know if those would go with this or not. I mean, we would make it work, though. So where do you say, Janessa? Yeah, I had to let that go. It was painful, too, because I really love that palette. And the PAO was 36 months, I think. And I had it longer than that. I had that palette. Where did I get that from? Garden Grunge is pretty. It is. Oh my gosh, their palettes be so pretty. You like, okay, let me pull that back out because I was putting it away. Okay. And I'm starting to sweat again too. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all need to. Okay. All right, so we'll be back tomorrow night. We're going to pair Rose from the Dead with Stone Cold Medusa. It's going to be fun. Yes, Rose from the Dead. And the boho were on my wish list forever. All right, see you tomorrow night, Teuton. Y'all see all of y'all tomorrow night. Thank you for being here tonight. Hopefully, I'm looking better. Yeah. But I'm gonna just lay out. I'm gonna fix something else to eat. We actually have leftovers in the fridge, so I'm gonna fix that. Drink some ginger ale. Lay back, watch stuff on my laptop, and yeah, we'll do that. So thank you everybody again. I appreciate you all. If you're here watching the replay, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all of you as well. We will be back here tomorrow night doing a look with these two palettes. And Thursday night we'll be back doing our member Shop My Stash look, which I am very excited about. Yeah, so that's compliments to Dawn. She picked everything I'm going to use for that look, and so. Yeah, y'all, oh my goodness. You all will see me tomorrow night. Thank you. Good night, everybody.